Hey everyone. Today, we're looking into 7 powerful lessons from Willpower Doesn't Work by Benjamin Hardy. This book challenges the idea that willpower alone is the key to success. Instead, it's all about how you can design your environment to work for you. Let's jump in. 1. Environment over willpower. Hardy argues that many people overestimate the role of willpower in achieving success when, in fact, their environment plays a far more significant role. Rather than constantly relying on sheer willpower to stay disciplined and focused, Hardy suggests creating an environment that naturally supports your goals. The idea is that your surroundings influence your behavior more than your internal drive. Imagine you're trying to lose weight. You might rely on willpower to resist sugary snacks in your kitchen, but over time, it gets exhausting. A better approach would be to remove the junk food altogether and stock your fridge with healthy alternatives like fruits and vegetables. By changing your environment, you make healthier choices easier and more automatic, rather than battling constant temptation. If you want to be more productive at work, declutter your workspace, remove distractions like your phone, and set up a dedicated area that is only for working. A clean, focused environment helps you concentrate without having to push yourself as hard mentally. 2. Forcing functions. A forcing function is an external condition or situation that compels you to take action. Hardy suggests creating conditions that remove the need for willpower by setting up scenarios where you're forced to follow through. This could mean creating deadlines, financial consequences, or accountability structures that make it hard to avoid taking action. Let's say you want to start exercising regularly. One way to create a forcing function would be to sign up for a gym membership with a friend who holds you accountable. If you miss a session, your friend will call you out on it. You could also book a non-refundable personal training session. The cost associated with skipping the session will motivate you to show up. Another example is committing to a major project deadline by publicly announcing it. For instance, if you're writing a book, set a date to announce the release and tell your audience. Now that you've committed publicly, you'll feel compelled to stick to the schedule. 3. Behavior shapes identity. Rather than believing your identity determines your actions, Hardy explains that it's the other way around. Your behaviors actively shape how you see yourself. If you want to change your identity, whether it's becoming more disciplined, creative, or successful, the way to do it is by consistently acting in a way that reflects the person you want to become. If you want to become a runner, start by running regularly, even if it's just for short distances at first. Over time, as you build the habit of running, you'll start to see yourself as a runner. Your consistent behavior helps reinforce that identity. The more you run, the stronger the belief becomes. If you're trying to become more confident in social situations, start small by initiating conversations in safe settings. The more you practice social interaction, the more comfortable and confident you'll feel. Over time, your actions will lead to an internal shift in how you perceive yourself. 4. Limit temptations. Hardy stresses that the best way to achieve your goals is to minimize temptations rather than rely on willpower to resist them. The more distractions or temptations you have in your environment, the more mental energy it takes to stay on track. By eliminating these distractions, you reduce the need for willpower. If you're trying to cut down on social media, instead of relying on self-discipline to avoid checking your phone, remove the apps altogether, or install blockers that prevent access during certain times of the day. By doing this, you don't have to rely on your willpower every time you feel the urge to check your phone. If you want to focus on studying or deep work, you could set up your computer to block distracting websites like YouTube or social media during study hours. By creating an environment with fewer temptations, you make it easier to stay on task. 5. The power of relationships. Relationships have a profound impact on our success. Hardy points out that the people we surround ourselves with can either lift us up or drag us down. By building strong, positive relationships, we create an environment of accountability, encouragement, and support. If you're trying to get fit, joining a workout group or having a fitness buddy can make all the difference. These relationships keep you motivated and hold you accountable. When you know someone is counting on you to show up to a workout or meet a challenge, you're more likely to follow through. If you're pursuing a professional goal, like starting a business, surrounding yourself with other entrepreneurs can keep you motivated. Being part of a mastermind group or mentorship program can provide guidance, support, and feedback. These relationships foster growth, push you to higher levels of achievement, and provide a network of resources and accountability. 6. Adaptability is key. Hardy emphasizes the importance of adaptability when it comes to achieving long-term success. Rather than rigidly sticking to one plan or method, be willing to adapt and change as your circumstances shift. Environments change, and so should your strategies. Imagine you've set a goal to run every morning, but your schedule changes due to work or personal commitments. Instead of giving up on running altogether, adapt by running in the evenings or finding a different workout that fits your new schedule. The key is to stay flexible and open to finding new ways to stay on track. Another example is in business. If you're working on a project and realize that the current market conditions have shifted, be ready to pivot your strategy. Companies that succeed over the long term are the ones that adapt quickly to changes in the environment, such as new technology or shifting customer needs. 7. Focus on systems, not just goals. Hardy stresses that goals are important, but they should not be your only focus. Instead, you should concentrate on the systems and habits that will consistently move you toward those goals. A system is the process or routine you follow regularly, and it's this process that leads to long-term success. If your goal is to write a book, don't just fixate on finishing the book. Instead, focus on writing 500 words every day. The daily writing habit, or system, is what will eventually get you to your goal. By setting up a routine that you follow consistently, the end result becomes much easier to achieve. If your goal is to lose weight, build a system of regular exercise and healthy eating, rather than obsessing over the number on the scale. Focus on creating habits like meal prepping and exercising 3 times a week. Over time, the systems you've built will lead to your goal. And there you have it. 7 key lessons from Willpower Doesn't Work. The takeaway? Don't rely on willpower alone. Focus on designing your environment, building systems, and surrounding yourself with the right people. Thanks for watching. If you found these lessons helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. See you next time.